We've all heard one version or another of Little Red Riding Hood, but if you go to the basement of the Merrill Kazir Library, Utah State has
600 to 650 book items related to Little Red Riding Hood
to choose from. This collection was donated by Brenda Banyan in 1997, and it also includes fun pieces like this doll and this teapot shaped like the wolf in Grandma's bed.
She really captured things that were produced during the time that she was collecting. So there are a lot of things from the 70s, 60s, and 70s.
And in these more modern stories, Red Riding Hood takes a step away from her roots.
You start seeing Little Red Riding Hood being much more assertive, and her skirt is shorter, and she looks different.
The story has changed a lot as Red Riding Hood was passed from culture to culture. In the Grimm brothers version, she's known as Little Red Cap, and she only has a red hat. In other versions, she has a red cloak, kind of like mine. And it may have something to do with how old she is in the version of the story.
I feel a cloak would be more feminine in that way, right? That it's more a young woman, whereas a little cute hat, fits to the imagination of the child.
The first written version of the story didn't end happily ever after.
The wolf eats Little Red Riding Hood and the grandmother, and that's it.
The fairy tale was written to warn young women to be careful.
He was actually talking about rape and sexual assault, so be aware of the wolves out there.
The Brothers Grimm adapted the story more to how we know it today.
They added the happy ending.
And the story keeps changing. The collection has a Chinese version, a Wild West edition, and a tale where instead of a wolf, there was a shark with Hawaiian ice.
It's really, I think, something that reflects our culture and how we as a culture have changed.
I think the story changes and evolves and appeals to people in different ways at different times.